Hello, I'm Chanel, this is Spirited Stardust, and today we are looking at the Hidden Cosmos Oracle deck by Julia Skinner. So this is from Etsy. It was $58 Australian, and then the shipping was $100 Australian. The creator very kindly sent me 2 copies of this deck to sort of make up for the very, very high shipping price, which was double the price of the actual deck. So I do have another copy of this deck, which I will be giving away. But yeah, this was in total $150 Australian. So this deck is based on the art of fermentation, and it's sort of representative of the process of transformation and kind of the inner worlds inside of us. So let's take a look at the booklet. So this is the booklet. It is full color glossy pages. So it talks about the process of fermentation and how it sort of correlates to the use of being an oracle deck. And it says how to use it. So you've got interpretations and then you've got recipes. So more information on that, table of contents, so the interpretations and then the recipes. So these are how the cards are set up. So you've got the name of the card, you've got about the card, like what that card's actually about, and then it gives you some sort of journal prompts or questions to ponder, and it's like that for each card. So once again here you've got information about the card and then little questions down the bottom. So there is no kind of divination meaning, but you could say, even in the description of the citrus cleaning vinegar, bright and sunny, or something that cleans away detritus in your physical environment. So you could use that as an oracle message, I would guess, as well. So these are all the oracle parts, and then you've got the recipes. So you've got information on how to do things, and then the actual recipes themselves. So it's not just ones that you eat, it's also things that you can use in your house, and then more information about the author. There are 23 cards in the deck. These are the backs. So you've got a pickle jar as the backs, and they are quite small. They're kind of like Lenormand size. So the actual dimensions of the little deck is 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches. So let's take a look at the cards. So they are in Roman numerals, so you can see that is the number 23. There are no keywords or titles on each card, so I guess you could look at the imagery and try to ascertain what this card is about. That's a cute little dinosaur. I like the dinosaur. So the imagery itself is a collage. Honey. Of different mixed media as well. That's Bluebell. The cardstock, I would say, is it almost feels like a glossy linen, but I can't see any linen patterns on there, but that's what it feels like to me. Apologies if you can hear my neighbour water pressuring their driveway, but they've already been doing it for an hour and they don't seem to be showing signs of stopping, so I thought I'd go ahead and film anyway. And number 1 is a pickle. Pickering. I'll do a few since there's few write-ups. So let's have a look at these 3. So we've got number 8. Look up number 8 first, which is hot sauce. Sometimes we need to eat something soft and sweet, but we also need to balance that with fire. This is your moment to bring heat in the way you do best. 5 different peppers? Sure. Peaches? Why not? Your own unique twist is as important as having a fiery dedication to your truth and is a needed contribution to the world. Next up we have number 6, herbal soda. This herbal soda is the life of the party. Light and fun with an effervescence that shows the vibrancy of the yeasts within. This bubbly brew is asking you, what areas of your life need an infusion of joy? What makes you feel alive and full of energy? How can you attract more of that to yourself? And then number 20 is quick pickles. The ingredients for vinegar pickles are deceptively simple, but the final result is anything but. What are you overthinking that could just be finished so you can move on? And what might you be making too complex in your work and relationships? So let's take a look at some pairing. So the first pairing is the When My Soul Whispered Oracle deck, which is mass market. Now I believe mine is not the mass market version, but I believe it is now mass market. Okay, so I thought these would go together because of the white space and the white border on the other cards. They're also similar size, which is nice because sometimes I think with pocket decks, if they're paired with really large decks, it just looks real weird and imbalanced. Okay, we'll look at one more. And I like that this deck also considers the macrocosm and the microcosm, which is sort of similar to this process of fermentation. I paired these 2 because I thought the grey on the Hidden Cosmos Oracle sort of lends a vintage kind of feel to the deck. So I thought maybe this pairing wouldn't be too oppositional. But as always, let me know what your favorite pairing was. Okay, so here we've got the Southern Gothic Oracle, which is an indie deck. And I've paired these 2 because I thought this color is quite similar to this one. And maybe that would bring up a resonance between them. That's rather fitting, isn't it? The honey with the nest of wasps and almost the fall of pride. I'm actually vibing these ones with quite a bit. The lavender. I'll do one more. Okay, so now I'm pairing it with Sappho's Fragmented Oracle. Once I thought maybe the white font and text on there would play well with the white border on this deck. Maybe the colors were similar. Now her dress kind of looks like a dinosaur. More chilies with honeyed voice and I long and yearn for. That's pretty cool. I'll do one more. Okay, so here I have paired the deck now with the Herbcrafters Tarot. So I thought these two might go because this deck does have a lot of plants in it, ingredients. It does center a lot around food, and the Herbcrafters Tarot also has a lot of food displayed in it. It's very much a plant nature deck. They also both have white borders, which I thought might be visually appealing. I'll do one more. Now I have paired it with the pocket-sized 78 Tarot Animal Edition because they are little and I didn't want it to get too swamped or engulfed by bigger decks. I'll do one more. I am now pairing it with the Sovereign Oracle. So once again, it's a little mini deck, but it does have color on it, even though it is text heavy. But I don't know, we'll have a little look and see, maybe it's a thing, it's a vibe. I'll do one more. Okay, so here are the cards. I'll start by talking about this one first. So this card is the Cold Brewed Cacao. Cocoa is a perfect thing to turn to when you crave some depth and richness. Where else can you seek depth? What hobbies or interests do you have that you're eager to dive into more fully? So we've got, this is the Judgment card. It's called Awakening, but it's the Judgment card. So generally, Judgment for me is being called, is sort of waking up to your calling. It's leveling up. It's finding your purpose in life and tapping into that more cosmic knowledge and maybe your highest version of yourself, your higher self. And then you've got Three of Cups, and Three of Cups to me is celebration, joy, friendships, social connections and events, happy moments with others in your life. You know, they've got a little tea party going on here. And here you can see they've got the mala beads, so there's the spiritual connection in that one. So if I was going to take these as a day ahead reading, straight away I'm thinking, okay, there's going to be a social event. And maybe it's one that is going to go beyond surface level. There'll be depth in that social event. There might be really illuminating or awakening conversations that occur at this event, and just ones of coming together, because a cup of hot cocoa to me also is coming together, having really deep and meaningful conversations, still enjoying yourself and having fun, but I'm going to come away, or you're going to come away from this event with some, maybe perhaps a different mindset or answers to a question that you've been pondering or a different perspective. There's going to be some depth occurring today that is also going to be rather enlightening or awakening. So that's the reading. I might do one more little reading since there's so little. I'll do one more. Okay, so I just did actually a clarifying spread on what sort of conversations are going to occur this evening with friends and loved ones. So we've got Tepache, I don't know how to say this word. Tepache is adaptable, depending on where it's made and by whom. It can be sweet, sour, boozy, soft, fizzy, or spiced. This card asks you to examine how you adapt to the different environments around you. How can you move through those spaces with the greatest benefit to yourself and others? So it's paired with the Fool card. So the Fool card is generally new beginnings, spontaneity, sense of adventure, stepping into the unknown, taking risks, embracing change, and being open to different experiences. And it's also paired with the Hermit, which is sort of introspection, solitude, inner wisdom. It encourages you to step away and spend time with your own thoughts and generally looking for illumination from within. Putting these two together, the key word that I would get from this card is adapt. So I'm saying that maybe this evening's illuminating conversations are to do with embracing new beginnings, perhaps, and that after the conversation, it might be important to have that time of introspection to really absorb what has been said, how that made you feel, and where to go from there. But same too with the theme of adaptation. It's being flexible, being open to change right here, and to approach things with a sense of adventure, but to reflect on your thoughts about what has occurred and be willing to adapt if necessary, and not being scared of perhaps considering a new path. So that was the Hidden Cosmos Oracle. I hope that wherever you are having a celebratory morning, afternoon, or evening. And as always, stay wild, Star Child.